Hi, and welcome to My Little Phony, where we talk about bootleg and knockoff toys. Today we'll be talking about Midnight Magic, Day and Night. Since Mattel released the Monster High line in 2010, it seems that every fashion doll company has been trying to capitalize on the unique fashion doll trend. MGA released Bratzillas, who are witches, and Novi Stars, who are aliens, in 2012. Those are the closest competitors to Monster High, but there's plenty more. There's the Pinky Cooper line and the Catwalk Kitty line, which are dog and cat and throw dolls, respectively. And even Hasbro has thrown their hat into the ring with their new Equestria Girls line, which are human forms of their My Little Pony characters. The characteristics of these dolls include non-human skin tones, wild hair colors, exaggerated facial features on a stylized body, outrageous fashions, especially the torture devices they designed for shoes, and a focus on fantasy themes. Midnight Magic Day and Night dolls came out last year, and they're sold in Family Dollar stores for $5. I got mine half price, but she was the only one left. And I have searched in a couple other Family Dollars to try to get the rest of the set, but I can't find them anywhere. The dolls are put out by Lovely Patsy, which is the same doll company that puts out those really crappy hollow Barbie knockoffs. What are the Midnight Magic dolls all about? Well, they've put an extremely long and poorly written backstory on the back of the box, and I'm going to take the time to read it to you. The Midnight Magic saga begins in the small town of Johnsonville in Nowhere, USA. It is June, and a very special event is taking place for four very intelligent, daring young ladies. Audra, Melanie, Katie, and Patty are graduating from grade school and are going to be attending Parkview High School in the fall. The girls have been best friends since kindergarten and are very excited to be graduating and attending high school. Melanie, the leader of the group, suggested they all take a summer school class together in order to get a jump start on their studies and to get acclimated to high school classes as quickly as possible. They all have a high aptitude in science, and so they enroll in a chemistry class. It is very unusual for freshmen to be taking this type of advanced class, but the girls tested so well that the instructor decided to make an exception. The instructor of the class is the brilliant but odd Professor Sparks. The girls are very hard workers and volunteer for extra work with the professor for extra credit. The professor is working on a number of different projects, and being somewhat absent-minded, he leaves one of his experiments in the school laboratory. Patty, the most curious of the four, decides to take a sip of the concoction that the professor has left out. She also convinces Audra, Melanie, and Katie to take a sip as well. The concoction turns out to be a formula that is supposed to make your skin soft and smooth. Instead, the formula transforms the girls, totally changing their looks and giving each one a supernatural power. This transformation takes place every night at midnight, however, it lasts only until dawn. Audra becomes Adele, Melanie turns into Mila, Katie becomes Kaylee, and Patty transforms into Pippa. So many questions! Why did their skin colors change if they're only gaining magical powers? Why do their names need to change? Clearly these are the night versions of the dolls, so where's their day counterpart? And most importantly, if they were so intelligent, why did they just up and drink chemicals that were laying around? This story makes no sense. The dolls have a website with minimal info. Seriously, half the links don't work. Sign up? For what? I don't know, but I can't do it. That's not a link, that's not a link. That leads nowhere. That's not a link, and also not a link. If you click on this owl, it does nothing. And there's some kitties down here in the corner that they also do nothing. The cats are a little strange. I don't know why that one's black and red. That's not normal cat colors, but oh well. If you go up here and click on each of the dolls, it'll take you to their pages with a little more info. Kaylee, her power is to be super intelligent, and Adele, if you click on her, her power is that she can control the weather. Mila, she is super strong, and she can fly, and here she is, she's working out with her fancy LED flashing weights. And Pippa is unclickable, so can't do anything there. And that's it for the website. It seems like none of their powers actually matter. Pippa's power is to talk to animals, and yet none of the girls come with pets. Mila's power is super strength, and also she can fly. But her transformation is blue skin instead of like hulking out and getting ripped. Actually, the premise of these dolls is very similar to Mystic's Vampires, which in itself is another knockoff of Monster High.
Mystic's Vampires also transform from day to night, except they actually, you know, transform.
The box art and background design on the website are very similar to Monster High's design. The box is actually even shaped like a coffin, which has nothing to do with anything, but it looks spooky, right? We already looked at the back, but the sides give even more info. The left side of the box has their Facebook fan page, which doesn't actually exist. I tried it. The right side of the box says, collect all 4 of the Midnight Magic dolls to gain access to the online game site. Nope, don't believe that. And down here, Pippa. Pippa loves animals and aspires to be a veterinarian. At night, when she transforms, she receives the power to communicate telepathically with animals and to make them do her bidding. Wait a minute. Do her bidding? Now that cat makes sense. That red is blood. Time to get her out of the box. Okay, the top opens and she slides out like that. She comes with nothing. Oh, actually, right here on the back of her inner part, it says, collect all 4 of the Midnight Magic dolls to gain access to the online game site. You can register on our website using the activation code below. And it has an activation code for Pippa, and I guess you need all 4 to get to the game, which I didn't see on the website, so maybe they never put it up, but at least they tried. Yeah, she's being held on by a little bit of plastic there at the top. And there she is, she's out. Here's Pippa out of the box, and as you can see, her arms and her wrists are actually articulated, although her legs are not. Now, when she was in the box, I thought for sure that she was based on Monster High mold. However, you can see she's actually a good bit taller than Monster High dolls are, and they're already pretty tall. Here is Midnight Magic next to Monster High to compare their bodies. So you can see their torsos, arms, and hands are all very, very similar. Pippa's is just a little bit bigger all around. As we go down, the big difference is in the legs, because Monster High dolls have very thin articulated legs, whereas the Midnight Magic dolls, they don't have articulation. Pippa's feet, something I noticed, and I think it's just a problem with the molding process, that she actually has 6 toes on each of her feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, I was afraid that she was going to be hollow like the lovely Patsy dolls, but she's actually not. She's actually made pretty well, pretty hard plastic and solid straight through her torso. Her legs, actually, they can bend. They're like those Barbie legs that have, they snap, like, here we go. Her boots, they are blow molded. They're very, very cheap, and they're almost see-through. They're so cheaply made. Each doll, they have the exact same boots, just in different colors. Here's Pippa's facial features and her makeup. It's put on pretty well, no errors there. Her hair is not the best quality. It's soft, but you can see pretty much each individual plug. Maybe a good washing would help make it look better. Also, the rooting is a little bit sparse, so you can't style her hair like I wanted to. Maybe part her hair. You can't do that because then you can see the bald spots on her head. I did notice that she has holes in her ears for earrings. The plastic on her arms is kind of crappy. Like, they should have sanded down a lot of spaces better. There's like flecks of plastic coming off all over the place, and down here on her fingers it's pretty bad there. Also, there's a small hole in the plastic here.
I did notice that her head is a lighter shade of gray than the rest of her body, and it comes off very easily.
I would like to shampoo and maybe try to style her hair, but when I started brushing it to put it in a ponytail, it began to fall out. So I'm hesitant to do more with it now. The premise of these dolls was obviously poorly thought out. If they added the daytime version of these dolls, that would be more interesting and it would make it stand out a little more. I doubt they will, but you know. Overall, these Midnight Magic dolls are better than I thought they would be. When I saw the lovely Patsy, I figured that she would be hollow, but she's actually pretty decent quality for what I paid for her, and I'm pretty happy with her. That's it for Midnight Magic Day and Night. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please subscribe for more toy reviews in the future.